Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, my grandparents used to say, this tickles me a little bit. This is some new Russia proof. Boxing legend, six-time, six-division world champion Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, I know you're probably saying, why you didn't say eight? They say it's eight. I don't count the eight, right? Because I don't, if you're going to be a weight champion with 17 divisions, then I'm not counting catch weights and I'm not counting IBA and IBO titles. You know what I mean? We can count the top four titles, the WBA, WBC, WBO, and the IBF. We count those. And we count full divisions, right? I think that would be a prerequisite before calling you a division champion. Six division champion is Manny Pacquiao, and that's pretty damn awesome too. So Manny Pacquiao, six division champions, was in the fight of the century against Floyd Money Mayweather, right? Lost that fight unceremoniously, and like New Russia would say, that fight was boring. And I beg to differ because I had a good time watching that fight. I saw Floyd Mayweather dismantle this guy without too much effort. So I thought that was pretty awesome to be able to do that against a guy like Manny Pacquiao, who was the second best guy pound for pound. To put distance there was pretty awesome and be older than him. I thought that was awesome. And I beg to differ for people who thought the fight was boring because if you can remember when you were watching that fight and you wanted Manny Pacquiao to win, ask yourself, what did you exactly do? How was your heart pumping? Did you jump up from the couch or the chair, or if you were in a bar, did you jump up from the stool when you seen Pacquiao hit him in round 4 and round 6? Was it really boring for you there? Probably wasn't. Wrong man won. That's why sour grapes and boring. Bottom line, because I wasn't bored. I was at the edge of my seat that whole fight. I don't remember nothing. I mean, that's what the point is. Anything, because of the significance, is not boring. You know what I'm saying? The significance made that fight not boring. But whatever. New Russia does what New Russia does. Let me show you what New Russia done did to Pacquiao over the years. Now, Manny Pacquiao, we would say he's soft-spoken, but I've seen things, throughout the years where he started, just really learning to be American. And this is what lately, he's making a comeback. He's going to fight Mario Barrios, the weakest link of the welterweight division right now, and in his comeback, and he's getting a title fight. Okay, cool, man. He's a legend. Whatever. Let him come back. He said he's got his medical records back, and they came back excellent. And it's Manny Pacquiao. And then he's not going out here to try to fight Boots or nothing like that. So with Barrios, I made a video about 2 weeks ago saying that Barrios should be really, really feel disrespected here. So let's see what happens. But he was asked his top 5 opponents, right? And he just went on, he just named everybody except Floyd Mayweather. And I mean, how American of him. They asked him, why, how you didn't, how'd you leave Mayweather off? And he was like, man, look, the dude ran the whole fight, and it was a boring fight, man. We can't just give the fans a boring fight. There's the words that they use for brothers in America, the boring or the rhyme, right? Now, Manny Pacquiao, he's going to get away with that, right? Actually, Floyd Mayweather should be a national treasure, right? But we'll look at all the things bad. When you're talking about boxing, he should be a national treasure. I don't think Floyd Mayweather can go over to the Philippines and say that he's not one of his top 5 fighters, and the Philippines will be clapping for him, applauding. Yeah, he's not. Yeah. Manny Pacquiao, he didn't do nothing against you. We're disappointed. It was boring against you. And yeah, Floyd, he's not one of your top 5. But Manny Pacquiao can go to America and say he's not one of your top 5. Behind the likes of Antonio Barrera, the guy's name I forget all the time. I always call him Lopez. I just cannot remember his name ever. The guy Barrera always fought. I can't never forget. I always forget his name, no matter how many times I see it. But the guy who always fought Barrera in about 3 or 4 fights, Marquez, of course, because Marquez was in close fights against Pacquiao, knocking him out once. And there was never any separation between Pacquiao and him. And then he put Cotto in there, put Oscar De La Hoya in there, which really, you're going to put Oscar De La Hoya in there, that weight drain, end of his career, Oscar De La Hoya in front of Floyd Mayweather? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to put Antonio Margarito, the guy who cheated with his gloves, right? Putting stuff all in his gloves. You really, that's what you're going to do? Okay, well, cool. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather beat the hell out of you and distanced himself from you. He's not in your top five, right? But whatever, maybe he's confused because Pacquiao has lost about 7, 8 times. Whatever. And it's his prerogative. It's just the fact of he sounds extremely American now. You have a demand of what you know that people in America want to hear, right? It is what it is, right? And Floyd Mayweather is not a national treasure in America. Even people talk about what he done outside of the ring or whatever. He's this and he's that. But damn it, the president of the United States is this and that. You know what I'm saying? He's this and he's that. Don't get me started. I don't think Floyd Mayweather has done anything remotely as messed up as the guy that's running the place is. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear it. Right? So at the end of the day, he's a national treasure. Manny Pacquiao should be a little bit more respectful for somebody who beat the hell out of you. Right? And you didn't want to fight him when when you could have fought him, you would take random drug testing. You didn't want to do that. Lied about needles. And don't think that we don't know that because your trainer said it was y'all. So even though I kind of like Manny Pacquiao, that's why I don't like to follow people and hear him interviews and stuff because he'll mess it up. He said stuff over the years, and America can mess you up. That's why I don't follow people on social media and stuff because I'm just going to like you, and I don't have to hear what kind of person you are. Because once I start hearing that, I'll change quickly. So I'm going to still like Manny Pacquiao. This is about the last thing he's going to be able to do, right? I don't like white people doing like that. Go on and give the man props, Floyd Mayweather. Don't matter how he beat you. He beat you in the ring. And if you guys would have fought earlier, he would have did it too because you wouldn't have been on drugs. And you know it, right? So go and get a man his props. Like him or loathe him, Floyd Mayweather is better than you. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm about to here, y'all.